Okay. Is it start with the recording?
Momento. Vamos a empezar. Okay. Good evening, my dear students. Welcome to your task number 6 for the course English 7. Today, teacher Dubian Cardona starts this session in company of Juan Diego Lozano Peña and Serena del Pilar Chamorro. Welcome. Today, we are going to start with the first session. And today we have the first session with Juan Diego Lozano Peña. Juan Diego Lozano Peña will have the topic about we need emotional first aid. Juan Diego, do you already know what is the dynamic or how is structured the activity? Is clear for you?
Yes, sir. I understand how is consisted in the dynamics of the task.
Okay, Serena, remember that once we finish with Juan Diego, we'll continue with you. We'll have to prepare a question for him. Juan Diego, remember that you have 8 minutes for your presentation. I will be controlling time, okay? Ready?
Okay.
Okay, Juan Diego, you have 8 minutes. You can start now.
Okay, so good afternoon, classmates and tutor. Thank you so much for your attendance to this web conference. My name is Juan Diego Lozano Peña. I'm currently in my 7th semester of the bachelor degree in foreign languages with an emphasis on English. Today, for the development of the task 6 for the course English 7 English Conversation, I'm going to be discussing a certain topic, which is we need emotional first aid. I think you guys are wondering what this means. Okay, so the main topic of this is related to emotional health. In this case, I choose this topic because it really catches my attention. If you might be remember this topic, it was looked in one of the weekly encounters that we used to have several days ago. So I think, I don't know if you don't already know about the topic, but to not make it this introduction more longer than it is, so let's start with the presentation. So in this moment, in this first moment at the presentation, we have to know what is the emotional health. So we need to know its concept before we know the other things that we prepare for the presentation. So emotional health refers to being aware of one's emotions and being coordinated with them. Being emotionally healthy means being recognize one's feelings, cope with them, and manage them. And in other words, I can say that the emotional health is the possibility we can enjoy our lives, and at the same time we can face all daily problems that be arising by talking. Sorry, by sorry by dealing and adapting to hard issues or just talking about our needs or desires. So let's moving on with the topic. So right now, since we were talking about about the emotional health, we need to get to know what is emotional health important. Emotional health is part of comprehensive well-being. Taking care of it allows us to have a mental balance and a good general energy. Our emotions and how we deal with them can affect our performance and our interpersonal relationships. And also, I like to add that they also can affect our physical and mental health, since these go hand in hand when it comes to our overall overall well-being, it is important to be able to control our emotions and adapt to life changes and stresses. In this moment, I would like to answer you the aspects to be considered about this topic. People who have good emotional health may also have emotional problems or mental illness. Mental illness often has a physical cause. Stress and problems with the family, work, or school can trigger mental illness or make it worse. Therapy, support groups, and medications can help people who have emotional problems or mental illness. Consider in this statement that I read to you right now, we can say that taking care of our emotional health involves to taking care of ourselves. We need to value ourselves like eating well, getting enough sleep, something that can make us mentally and physically good, I think. So since we were talking about all this stuff about the emotional health, we going to look in at some ways to improve it. Okay. There are many ways to improve or maintain good health. In this moment, I just put four of them because I think they are the most important. But there are another ways to another ways you can improve your emotional health. First, in the first place, we have find purpose and meaning. In this, it's meaning. It's we need to search something that is important to our lives and just keep focusing it. Like we need to find something that is important to us and just focus on it. In the second one, we have express your feelings appropriately. And in this, it speaks for itself because it just is keeping in touch with your friends. Like you can talk with with the person that is the closest to you and tell you your problems. And also it can be mean like you don't have to maintain all that negative feelings inside of you because it's going to getting worse if you
Juan Diego,
still
one
keeping.
minute. 1 minute left. Sorry.
Okay. And in the third one, we have beware of your emotions, emotion and reactions. In this, we have to observe the source of that negative feeling and just try to give another perspective of it. And then in the last one, we have connect with the others. You can it's like the second way to improve your emotional health. We need to keep in touch with our friends and maintain our social relationships to keep our emotional health very well. So this is all. This is all that I have for today. Thank you so much for your attendance, and I hope it was really interesting for you. So thank you so much for your attention.
Excellent, Juan Diego. Very good. Thank you very much. Very good presentation. Now, Selena, the idea is that you have prepared one question for Juan Diego. So please go ahead. One question for Juan Diego.
Okay. Juan Diego, do you consider that some person that have maybe problem with the family or the couple can be affected in their job. Do you understand my question?
Some kind of. I kind of understand your question. If I understand what you're trying to say, I would like to say that it could be a yes. In this aspect of our lives, the emotional health, I don't know how to say it, in all the aspects like work, family, interpersonal relationship, love relationships, can be the sources for can be the sources that can affect I don't know I forgot the word that can affect our emotional health. But just remember that the emotional a bad emotional health comes from a big negative situations like like for some kind of reason you did something bad in your work and you can get it fired, you you get argue with your parents or your couple. I think yes, that's maybe my answer to your question.
Okay, very
Okay,
good.
thank you.
Selena, is clear for you? Clear?
Yes.
Okay, now my turn. My question, Juan Diego. I would like to ask you something. How can the emotional or the mental illness, how can be reflected in our body? You see, when we are sad, when we have problems, all these problems, how can be reflected in our physical part, in our body?
You know that when the reason for I choose this topic is because it's some kind of related with some moments in my life. I think a bad emotional health can be reflected like when you are mad, sad, or you get very anxious.
Totally agree. You lose weight, you are crying, you're
Your
sad.
body, your body is you are too fat. You are not enough in something that you like.
You don't eat.
Those things can be uh, the possibly sources for a bad emotional health.
Very good. Very good, Juan Diego. Okay, Juan Diego, I think, and Selena, I think that's all. Thank you very much for your participation. I will stop the recording right now. So, Juan Diego, you are done. I'm going to continue with the second part with the Selena recording, okay? So I will stop the recording right now. Juan Diego, don't forget to download this video to add it into your final work, okay? Thank you very much. I will stop the recording right now.